from Urchfab here. Today we're going to be getting a bit of work done on the old Vauxhall Chevette. First I need to say congratulations to Sean, Ken, Cross on winning the Extreme Plasma Table competition, and I'm going to be meeting up with Sean in a week or so to do a bit of training on the plasma table, so that'll be good. Just want to say thanks to everyone who got involved with that, and running these competitions is one of the ways that I help to fund all this stuff, so there will be more coming up. So yeah, congratulations Sean, and let's do some work on this thing. Right, so these are the coilovers I've got for the back. If my measurements are right, these should be absolutely perfect for the Chevette. The only thing that's not going to work is this bush. This is the bolt that needs to use. It's too big, but they fit perfectly up in the original shock mount position. It literally just slots straight in, and then this is the bolt location. So we need something to take up the extra width.
Ow.
So now we're on to the front, and what I've done here is is a mod that's well known in the car lowering scene, and that is the exhaust clamp mod. So I've taken the spring out, and then I've just put an exhaust clamp around the shock and jacked the wheel up to where I've got the ride height where I want it to be, and that's it. Lowered. Obviously the ride is slightly compromised, but should be fine for the racetrack. So the plan in here, obviously this is the spring would have been in here, shock sits on top. I'd like to try and convert all this to a coilover, where the coilover will sit inside there where the spring was. So I'll have to remake this top section so that it can basically house a coilover that will drop down through, you know, similar to how it sits in the MX-5 chassis or like a kit car or something like that, and then do away with this completely. But for now, this just gives me the ability to put the wheels on it, set it on the floor, and see what it's going to look like, because that's always good for motivation to get something with the wheels on it, how you want it sitting, and then yeah, it kind of spurs you on a little bit. So hopefully that clamp doesn't slip with the weight of the car. So that's going to be ride height there. So I've had lots of people asking about what's going on with this car, and the reason it's been a bit slow. Now I'm in a position where I've got 2 cars that are running. There's events going on, which there's been nothing going on for, you know, such a long time, that I really just want to get out and try and use the stuff that I've got that works. And yeah, track days are expensive, all that stuff's expensive, so when I'm not doing that stuff, you know, I'm just trying to earn the money to be able to do it. So it hasn't really left a lot of time for this car, but it's not going to be long until it's winter again, and you know, there's not going to be a lot going on. I'm just gathering parts and deciding what I want to do exactly with it, and yeah, when winter comes and all the events are done and finished, then I'm going to really hammer into this thing and hopefully get it all done over the winter and have something to cruise around in. So that's the plan for this one. I have bought some bits which I'll show you now, but let's drop this down and see what it looks like. Are you ready?
Ready, go. She's solid.
The shocks are a bit on the stiff side. what we have here is some twin Del Auto carbs. So these are twin 40s, which on this engine should make a really nice drivable setup, which should make about 150 horsepower with good drivability, and that's what I want obviously for a road car. So I think all I need to actually get this running is a fuel pump. I think that's it. I need to get an inlet gasket, obviously bolt these up properly. I've got a whole tray of different jets that came with these to get them set up. I've got the brakes to sort out. The servo, which would have sat there, obviously would foul on all of this stuff, so I'm going to do an MX-5 Master with no servo. I've got these filters which go on, but I didn't get the clips with them that clip this on here, so I need to make another way of fixing these on, whether it's just a bolt that comes through the middle with like a wing nut on it or something, just to keep those on. So yeah, next stage will probably be get the engine running, check it's all good, and then I'll take this out, sort the brakes out. There's some welding to do in here with see, I've got a rusty hole there where there was water getting through. I'm going to remove all that battery tray and make something else for one of their small little dry cell batteries that are running all my other cars. And there's all the paint is lifted where the brake fluid's been leaking onto it, and it's took the paint off all that chassis leg down there, so needs a bit of paint work as well. So yeah, lots to get on with, but it's definitely good to see it on its wheels.